Welcome back to Impact the World. What do miniature robots, a Cornhusker football player, NASA, and an operating room have in common? They're all part of one massive research project at the University of Nebraska that may soon change the way doctors operate on patients. Robots may represent the future, but at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, the future is now. Professor Shane Ferrator and Dr. Dmitry Olenikov and a team of graduate engineers have designed and built miniature surgical robots that can be inserted inside patients' bodies and perform surgical tasks. Nothing short of cutting-edge technology.
Traditional surgery is really hard on the patient. Most surgeries are still done today with a big open incision. That means they have to make a cut that's large enough for the surgeon to get his or her hands inside the body. And that act of entering the body causes a lot of damage and leads to a lot of pain for the patient.
Our goal is to bring the process into the new digital age. For us to be able to do surgery in a way that allows the patient, for instance, to go home the same day, not have a big cut, not have any pain, requires us using tools other than our hands or a knife. And that requires technology.
So really what we want to do is make a robot that can go in through a small hole, but has the dexterity or approaches the dexterity of a surgeon. So we want to shrink the surgeon down and put them on the inside.
The surgical robots are only as big around as a quarter, yet exceed the capabilities of many laparoscopic instruments used in many hospitals.
This is one of our prototype robots. It's made to be inserted in the body. You'd put one arm in and you put the other arm in and it'd be assembled on the inside. It has a left arm with a grasper, so it can grab tissue and pull and yank and do those types of things. The right arm is a hook cautery, so it heats up and electrically burns the tissue and cuts it at the same time. So with those two tools, you can do a lot of different surgery. Our technology is focused on the abdominal cavity, your stomach, your intestine, things like colon resection, hysterectomy, hernia repair, and the list goes on and on.
It works great. It really allows me to interact with tissues as if I'm using my hands. I forget sometimes that I'm holding handles that are linked to the robot only digitally.
The robot's job is to track the motion of the surgeon. So it will just follow this arm around one-to-one. So the robot's not doing the surgery, the surgeon is doing the surgery. Hold respirations, please. But the robot is obeying the surgeon's commands.
So that's for our ceiling device.
Right there.
Yeah.
Dr. Olenikov and Ferrator can direct surgery thanks to their team of award-winning robot designing graduate students.
Every device we make is built by students. The students are involved from conceptual design to getting the parts built and designed and putting the robot together, and then they participate in getting the robot ready for surgery. Over the past 5 years, we've had 4 National Science Foundation graduate research fellowships awarded to people in our group. 3 of them are still here: Tyler Wortman and Amy Lehman and Tom Frederick.
Tyler Wortman is a graduate student in mechanical engineering who originally enrolled at Nebraska to make tackles instead of robots.
It was a big dream to play football. There's a huge thought process that goes into it, scheming for games and everything like that. I really enjoy. When I finished up playing football, I had to decide what I was going to do next with my life. I've always been interested in the biomedical field, especially the engineering behind biomedical devices.
Encouraged by Dr. Ferrator, Tyler began working in the lab as a graduate research assistant.
He's a really super bright kid. He's excellent in the classroom and he's an excellent engineer. He can build devices. He's made about 3 robots for us, and his robot is really one of the most successful that we've had.
Tyler isn't the only star robot builder. Amy Lehman has been working in the lab for 5 years and has created 4 hard-working robots of her own.
You always have to consider what your design constraints are when you're building a robot. For us, it seems to be a lot of speed, size, and strength. I think the most challenging part of it is the environment that we're working in. So you're working in a human, you really have to be cognizant of that all the time. The most enjoyable part is when you actually have a robot assembled and working and you're able to successfully complete your surgery.
It's really in an environment that breeds innovation and brainstorming everywhere. And it leads to some ideas that may not have been thought of otherwise.
The success and potential of surgical robotics has caught the attention of two entities that sponsor the research at the University of Nebraska, NASA and the United States military.
Both are interested in doing surgery in crazy remote locations. If you're going to travel to Mars and send humans to Mars, it's, you know, a 12-month, 18-month voyage at the minimum. So there's a lot of potential for unforeseen medical problems that may or may not require all kinds of treatment.
For the time being, Doctors Ferrator and Olenikov maintain a grounded approach here on Earth by continuing to make robots safe for human surgeries.
A great deal goes into the preparation for trying a new technology such as this in people. That requires working out all the kinks, assuring safety. How close are we to that today? I would tell you we're a year away. And so we're going to test the robot and test it again till we get to the right spot.
I think the future is bright for robots in surgery. I think they can really go a long ways to reduce invasiveness and reduce the pain associated with surgery. So it's something we plan to push for a long time.